अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज हम EDUA 510 के MCQs फाइनल टर्म प्रिपरेशन के हवाले से स्टार्ट करने लगे हैं। इसमें लेक्चर नंबर 23 से लेक्चर नंबर 45 तक कवर किए गए हैं। तमाम इम्पोर्टेंट MCQs यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, तो मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि ये वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत यूजफुल रहेगी। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। Place value becomes meaningful when a child understands sets and leftovers. Numbers 0 through 10 are considered building blocks. The number idea mainly emerges from one-to-one matching. A child saying same amount shows early understanding of quantity. For numbers 6 to 10, the teacher should move slowly. Early number notions often begin with size comparison. Matching objects one-to-one helps children identify same number. Rearranging objects should be understood as not changing number. Adding or moving an object changes number. Separating sets into subsets prepares children for addition and subtraction. Matching sets and numbers 0 to 10 mainly develops number relation. Show me numeral cards usually contain numerals 0 to 9. Dot cards help children recognize numbers without counting. A numeral card activity asks children to hold correct card. Numeral recognition is helped by discussing straight and curved marks. Numerals with closed loops include 6, 8, 9, and 0. Match me numeral cards are useful for finding different numerals. In show me activity, each child responds individually. Dot arrangements should preferably be regular patterns. Matching sets with numerals support understanding of symbol and quantity. Comparing two numbers means telling which is greater or less. Ordinal numbers show position or order. First, second, third are examples of ordinal numbers. Recognizing sets of 2 to 5 without counting is supported by pattern arrangements. Separating a set into smaller sets is called partitioning. The word whole and parts emphasize set relation. Partitioning a set helps prepare for addition and subtraction. In addition, two non-overlapping parts are joined. In subtraction, if whole and one part are known, we find other part. Competence with 0 to 10 is essential for learning large numbers. Numeration deals with numbers 10 or greater. Thinking of numbers as tens and ones is called base representation. Base representation helps in writing numerals. Two groups of 10 and 3 ones represent 23. Grouping objects into equivalent sets is a major component of numeration. 2 tens, 3 ones show place value. Children usually first meet numbers greater than 10 through counting. Counting is essential, but children need to think in tens and ones. Grouping by tens supports understanding of base 10 system. Numeration requires development of many concepts and skills. Names like 10, 20, 30 are multiples of 10. Learning names for tens helps children name two-digit numbers. 3 tens, 2 ones is named as 32. Counting 50 objects by ones and tens show same total. Grouping by tens gives children simple counting scheme. Children face difficulty in numeration when too many related tasks are taught together. Children need time to relate components of place value. Counting by tens helps count up to 100. Oral names are important in learning two-digit numerals. Numeration sequence should help children deal with numbers flexibly. Ordering numbers means arranging them by value. 3 tens are 30, 5 tens are 50. Comparing 3 tens and 5 tens show 5 tens are greater. Estimation means finding approximate answer. Operations on whole numbers should first be taught through conceptual experiences. The order of addends does not affect sum. This is commutative property. Adding 0 to a number gives same number. Grouping of 3 addends not affecting sum is associative property. Order of addend does not affect sum. This is commutative property. And grouping of 3 addends not affecting sum is associative property. Remember it. If 2 whole numbers are added, the sum is a whole number. No property of addition should be blindly carried to subtraction. Any number minus itself equals 0. Any number minus 0 equals same number. Subtraction as inverse of addition is difficult for primary grade children. In multiplication, the numbers being multiplied are called factors. The answer in multiplication is called product. Multiplication is related to product set. Addition is related to union of disjoint sets. Division should be developed through concrete process. Subtraction is not commutative. Children commonly use counting to find sum and differences. Finger counting is used because fingers are convenient. Teachers can reduce finger dependence by using concrete objects. Addition is physically represented by joining disjoint sets. The plus sign means add number. The equal sign means same as. Subtraction is physically represented by removal of subset. In subtraction, the numeral for the whole set is written first. The minus sign is related to removing. Number line can support learning of subtraction. Related facts are taught through partitioning sets. The teacher should work first on addition facts. A partition may produce addition and subtraction facts. Teacher observations helps identify children's level of maturity. If subsets are equivalent, only 2 facts. Worksheets should match children's knowledge level. Too difficult work may develop frustration. Associative property can help find sums 11 to 18. 8 plus 4 can be thought of as 10 plus 2. Making a set of 10 is used to teach addition facts. Partitioning for sum 11 to 18 help children make 10. Learning addition facts should move from concrete objects to worksheets. Practice games are used to strengthen facts. Show me can also be adapted for multiplication facts. Hidden numbers game should practice basic facts. Games support learning by making practice interesting. Beanbag multiplication activity asks player to give product. A point is given for each correct product. The team with most points wins. Game should support meaningful practice. A fraction means part of whole. The first idea of fraction for young children is often part of something. School develops fraction ideas from simple part concepts to precise understanding. Only a fraction of seeds germinated means some parts. Concrete oral activity connects object with spoken fraction name. Concrete written activity connects object with written fraction. The unit used in sample fraction activities is sheet of paper. Sequence for fraction starts with units. Part of something is distinct from whole or all. Fraction learning should move from concrete to written. Fraction depends on unit used. More or less than a unit develops understanding of fractional unit. Equal size pieces are fundamental to fraction concept. Children should practice making equal size pieces. Fraction names include half, third, fourth. The word half is different from halves. Fraction answer the question how much. In 3 by 4, the 3 tells parts used. In 3 by 4, the 4 tells equal parts in units. Major difficulty in writing fraction is order of numerals. Children should write fractions for marked parts of unit. Written to oral practice means reading fractions aloud. Fractional understanding is strengthened through demonstration. Drawings help children move from objects to diagrams. Representing fractions with drawings is a transition from objects to diagram. Extending notions of fractions include fractions greater than 1. Mixed forms are part of extended fractions. Set models can answer questions like what is 1 by 3 or 6. Comparing fractions means deciding which is larger or smaller. Equivalent fraction shows same value. Mathematics promotion in the early years requires right approach. A right approach helps children build understanding. Resources improve mathematical understanding by making ideas concrete. Numbers can improve understanding when used in daily activities. Color can support early math by helping children classify and compare. Outdoor activities make mathematics experiential. Early math should be connected with daily experience. Children learn better when resources are relevant and concrete. Mathematical understanding improves through active engagement. The goal of early math promotion is to develop mathematical thinking. One main reason students struggle with math is unclear basic concepts. If basics are weak, later topics become difficult. Teaching methods should be easy to understand. If students do not understand a method, they may forget after class. Lack of practice causes concepts to be lost. Students may think they understand until they solve independently. Teachers should revisit difficult topics frequently. ADHD may cause students to drift off. Students with ADHD may skip steps because of low attention span. Such students need proper attention. An unmotivated student will not learn well. Teacher plays a pivotal role in motivating students. Positive feedback helps build confidence. Praise makes a student feel valued. Growth mindset means students believe ability can develop with effort. Rewards and achievement can encourage motivation. New learning styles help address different learners. Teamwork allows students to learn together. Motivation is especially challenging in subjects like mathematics. Healthy motivation may take time. Help them understand the why means explaining reason behind concept. A positive math experience reduces fear and anxiety. Thinking out loud helps reveal students' reasoning. Encouraging thinking out loud supports problem-solving process. Teachers can overcome difficulty by making math positive experience. Students should know why a method works, not only how to apply it. Thinking aloud helps teacher identify misconception. Mathematics difficulties require supportive techniques. Early childhood teachers may face classroom challenges. Overcoming math difficulty needs both understanding and practice. Difficulties at planning stage occur before implementation. Planning difficulties may affect lesson quality. Implementation difficulties occur during teaching activity. Classroom mathematical activities require careful organization. Evaluation difficulties relate to measuring progress. Outside classroom planning needs proper preparation. Outdoor implementation difficulties may include managing activity. Evaluation outside classroom should check learning outcomes. Teachers face difficulties concerning planning, implementation, and evaluation. Effective activity management requires clear objective. Family involvement can influence child learning. Child development theories help teachers understand child growth. Learning theories explain how children learn. Erikson theory is mainly psychosocial. Psychosocial development focuses on social and emotional growth. Family support helps connect school and home. A teacher should consider children's developmental stage. Learning theories guide teaching approach. Development theories are important in early childhood education. Erikson is associated with psychosocial stages. Behavioral child development theory focuses on observable behavior. In behavioral theory, learning is shaped by reinforcement. Piaget's theory is cognitive. Cognitive development deals with thinking process. Piaget is known for stages of development. Piaget's stages show children's thinking develops over time. Bowlby is associated with attachment theory. Attachment theory focuses on child-caregiver bond. Secure attachment supports emotional development. These theories help teachers plan age-appropriate learning. Bandura's theory is social development. Bandura emphasized learning through observation. Vygotsky's theory is socio-cultural. Vygotsky emphasized the role of culture and social interaction. Montessori was born in Italy. Montessori worked with children. Montessori method supports independent learning. Multi-age grouping is linked with Montessori approach. Montessori work period should be uninterrupted. A conducive Montessori environment supports exploration. Human tendencies in Montessori include exploration. The process of learning has three stages. Stage 1 of learning is introduction to concept. Stage 2 of learning is processing information. Stage 3 of learning is knowing. Childhood assessment is gathering information about child development. Assessment helps plan educational activities. Observing and documenting work creates growth record. Assessment record is useful to share with parents. Informal assessment includes natural observations. Assessment systems are used to guide decisions about child development. Program developed assessment tools align with program philosophy. Published assessment tools are researched and tested. Assessment should align with instructional goals. Assessor should know the child. Authentic assessment takes place in normal setting. Observations should be ongoing and diverse. Assessment cycle begins with instruct. After observing, the teacher should document and reflect. The assessment cycle repeats after instruct again. इसके साथ ही हमारी ये वीडियो EDUA510 सब्जेक्ट के MCQs के हवाले से मुकम्मल होती है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये MCQs आपके फाइनल टर्म प्रिपरेशन के लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल रहेंगे। इनसे आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर होंगे। ज़रूरी नहीं है कि एज़ इट इज़ यही MCQs आपके पास आएँ, लेकिन आपको सवालों के जवाब पता होंगे, तो किसी भी एंगल से सवाल पूछ लिया जाए तो आप उसका जवाब ईज़िली दे सकेंगे। इसीलिए मैंने लेक्चर वाइज़ तमाम MCQs जो हैं ये प्रिपेयर किए हैं। ठीक है जी, चैनल पर अगर नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करना हरगिज़ ना भूलिएगा। कोई आपका सवाल हो या कोई फीडबैक देना चाहें तो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताइएगा। वीडियो को शेयर ज़रूर करें वीडियो के डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे, ताकि दूसरे स्टूडेंट भी आपकी तरह इन लेक्चर से फ़ायदा हासिल कर सकें। मैं इंशाअल्लाह ताला अपनी नेक्स्ट वीडियो के साथ जल्द हाज़िर होंगी। तब तक आप सब अपना बहुत ख़याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।